stuff for sale over there if you're interested. Not just my stuff, but a bunch of other cool underground music from the US. It's pretty cheap. I don't really know what a kroner is, but we did some translations. I think it's, I mean, some exchanges. Thanks for the help. Leave me hanging. We were playing two different songs.
I'm sorry.
I mean, they don't ask you to come over anymore. They're afraid of what you might take. They're afraid of what you might break. They're afraid that you'll freak out. But most of all, they're worried about the mess that you might make. 'Cause they don't want a mess, they don't want to admit that there are things beyond their control. But if they look into your wild, wild eyes, well, they will know, they will know, they will know. They don't want to know, they can't take it so they don't call you anymore. That's why they don't call you anymore. When you go to the hospital, you're gonna have to do it on your own, all alone. When you get arrested and they take you to jail, your friends won't come to visit you and they won't pay your bail. 'Cause they don't want to see how easy you can sink. They're afraid that you might drag them down. It could be them looking out through those bars. It could be them wearing hospital gowns. That's why they don't want you around. They all wish that you get well, but they sure as hell don't want to, or they don't know how to help. They're afraid that they might catch what you got, and it scares them to death when they hear you talking to yourself. 'Cause they're afraid that those voices in your head might spread into their own. They all know that we hang by a thread, and it's so easy to let go. They don't want to lose their hold, so they don't call you anymore. That's why they don't call you anymore. They'll all miss you when you're gone. They'll all say that they don't know what went wrong, but deep inside we all know. We all knew where you were going, and we all let you go. And now I've got the time, and now I've got the guts, but you're not picking up the phone. And it's way too late to call you anymore. Yeah, it's way too late to call you anymore. This one, a lot of my songs are about my friend Sam. This one's a song that Sam wrote, and I found it in a notebook and turned it into a song. It's kind of about hitchhiking in the US, which is a lot different than hitchhiking in Europe. It mostly involves really lusty truck drivers that pick you up and expect you to have sex with them in exchange for the ride, or worse. But this is just a little bit of that story about cops and truck drivers and things like that. It's kind of you gotta didn't come from the skies. It came from a cop and his big bright black flashlight. And I'd rather lie with these rattlesnakes than sleep in there with you in your 18-wheel big ugly truck. Yeah, I'd rather lie with these rattlesnakes than sleep in there with you, you ignorant, racist redneck fuck. Never thought that I could get so homesick till I heard John Cougar singing about my small town through the tiny speakers in the Safeway on that cold Olympia day. It made me so sad, it made me want to go home so bad, but I ain't going home anymore.
And one more very short song.
Thank you.
So I'm doing this album about my friend Sam, about mental illness and like how even the punk scene, like how we deal with our friends and our family with mental illness, which I think everyone could do a lot better than they're doing. I don't know how you guys are, but anyway, it was kind of weird writing this album that's all kind of about mental illness. And it's kind of sad, so I tried to think of a way to write a song about these things. And so I wrote one about John Hinckley Jr., who my friend Sam was really interested in and wrote a lot about. John Hinckley Jr. was this guy back in the 80s who watched Taxi Driver over and over and then decided that if he could assassinate Ronald Reagan, then Jodie Foster would be his girlfriend. So he tried, he took some shots at Ronald Reagan in 1982 in D.C. and shot a bunch of Secret Service guys. And he missed Ronald Reagan, but obviously you know that Ronald Reagan wasn't assassinated. But he's in a mental institution now. He's still completely in love with Jodie Foster, so I think he's a really romantic guy. I just wanted to kind of, it's my idea of how to write a positive song about being crazy and how, you know, being in love could be considered being crazy, and often it is. A lot of people who are in love are completely insane. Like Gary. So last song, thanks for your attention. My friend Abby hasn't seen any Clavin yet. She'd really like to. She'll help you if you're interested in their stuff. We have a bunch of French VHS tapes if you're interested in watching French VHS tapes. Just make an offer. We don't even know what a kroner is, so we can probably get it very cheap. We're driving to Umbia sometimes, so it's pretty far away. Yeah, I don't know much about this right now for me. Here we go. Thanks for your attention. Well, John Hinckley Jr. might have been a John Hinckley Jr. might have been a little crazy, but there ain't nothing wrong with trying to kill the president. Especially when that president's Ronald Reagan, he almost killed us all. John Hinckley Jr. might have been a little crazy for getting so obsessed with Jodie Foster, but how can you blame him when she's so beautiful? And he did it all for love. Yeah, he did it all for love. It was all for love. Jr. might have been a little crazy for letting a movie affect him so strongly, but Robert De Niro was great back then, and it's easy to get swept away. If you ask me, he was a true romantic, like a hero from some fairy tale. I just hope someday someone will love me